Hello, my name's Samu, and I would like to address HBummerGuy's video on his defense of Dark Souls 2. But instead of creating counterpoints to the video, I'm going to do something a little different, and actually talk about the good design decisions in the game. Firstly, I'd like to start off by congratulating DS2 on being the first game in the series to have characters who don't dip into that uncanny valley. The character creator and in-game NPCs actually look very human, and for the first time in the series, you could actually create an attractive looking character. Next, there's the leveling system. My favorite things about DS2 is that you can quite literally be anything you want. Because you level up so much, you have an incredible amount of versatility, which I really appreciate. I can have my Strength Faith build or Dex Intelligence build be viable really early in the game, which is why I think that DS2 has the most replay value. Not to mention the multiple changes made on subsequent New Game Plus playthroughs. The level design is another thing that, while weaker than the rest of the series, stands out for one reason: the variety. No, not in the enemy types, but in the locations you visit. You go seemingly everywhere in this game, and I think that's why DS2 feels the largest. You see forests, volcanoes, hellish landscapes, poisonous grottos, and beautiful bioluminescent caverns. By the end of the game, when you reflect on the journey you've been on, it truly feels grand and epic. But here's where I want to get into things that DS2 excels at, and that is in its DLC. I want to say that what is on display here is, in my opinion, the best level design in the series. The Crown of the Sunken King DLC has some of the most creative level design in the series on display, with you solving puzzles and navigating the incredible architecture by shooting buttons with your arrows, flipping switches, and wandering labyrinths, rather than having straight-up combat sequences. And, to give credit where credit is due, there are quite a few standout bosses in this game that are definitely in my top 10. Sin is the coolest looking dragon in the series, without a doubt. And the sheer creativity in some of the designs of the bosses is something that is sorely lacking from Dark Souls 3 that DS2 actually one-ups. Demon of Song, Ava, Sin, Sir Alon, and the Looking Glass Knight are all incredibly cinematic and beautiful bosses with their own unique art styles, and those are just a few. I want to compliment DS2 for having the series' most beautiful visuals and lighting. So many of the zones never fail to make me stop and stare as I take in the scenery. Once again, I must suck the dick of the DLC, because truly, it is beautiful and awesome and incredible, and you should probably play it. And if you haven't played it yet, please do. Give DS2 another try, please, if you haven't beaten it, because the DLC is worth it. There's a lot more that could be said here, and I may or may not make a part 2, depending on how this video does, but these are actual defenses of Dark Souls 2. Not smug jabs and strawmanning of other legitimate criticisms while smacking your meat in a corner, sipping on your pre-cum while huffing your own hypocritical farts. Anyways, Godspeed my people. I'm out of here.